Yo, what's happening guys? Welcome to a brand new video. Today, we're talking about icon swaps and which icon you guys should take. For cheap, fast and reliable FIFA 20 Ultimate Team coins, check out u7buy.com and use code HABER to get yourself 5% off all of your orders. We're in the office today because we're doing some serious number crunching, talking about the icon swaps. Now, if you guys have been living under a rock for the last sort of 24 hours, you won't know, but icon swaps have just been released. It's a way for everyone to have a free icon in the game, at least one, maybe even more, depending on who you go to redeem, I guess. So the icons you have to display are Peter Schmeichel for 6, JJ Okocha for 8 tokens, Pep Guardiola for 8, Ryan Giggs for 9. For 9 is also Nesta. For 11 is Roberto Carlos. For 12 is Crespo. For 12 also is Kluivert. For 12 again is Closer. For 14 is Ballack and Pirlo. For 15 is Roy Keane. For 15 as well is Rivaldo. For 16 is Ian Wright and Rio Ferdinand. You don't get both of them for 16. They're just 16 tokens each. Manuel Rui Costa is 17. The Prime version of that as well. Prime Zanetti is also 17. Hugo Sanchez again is 17. A base icon pack for 18. 19 for Butragueno. 19 for Gerrard. 20 for Hagi, Michael Owen, and 23 for Didier Drogba. Now, this works just like FootSwap in the sense that you can redeem tokens, and the only way you redeem tokens is via featured objectives. So you go over to the objectives, season objectives, and icon swaps online is where you get the bulk of your icon tokens for at least season 1. Now the best ones in my opinion to complete straight away obviously is the Foot Champions one, and also Icon Swaps Progress score 20 with first owner players and rivals. I think that's not going to be that difficult, and play 20 matches in Foot using at least one first owner player. Again, really easy. This one gives you one as well. They're not too difficult to complete. They're just going to be super time consuming. Now these are just season 1 objectives. These are to be completed between now and roughly November, and then in November we'll have season 2, which gives us a second batch of 12 items to release, or to redeem should I say. They will release another 12 items, and when they do, we'll actually get the option to be able to hopefully grind towards, for example, the Drogba or the Butragueno, the higher rated, higher end icons that are available in this icon swaps. So of course we have 7 to redeem here. Now the Foot Champions one is really easy. You'll crack this one out in literally a day or two if you play Foot Champs. It's not that difficult at all. You just have to win 9 Foot Champions matches. Now Golden Rivals, win 3 rival matches using a full squad of only gold players. Now this one actually was clarified that a gold player is actually a player 75 or above. You can use special cards in this. They do fall under the gold category technically. If they're 75 rated or higher, everything, no matter what it is, even icons, count as a gold item. That was clarified by EA Jamie, or Foot Economist, over on Twitter. Now Premier League is 7 first owner Premier League players in your squad, win 3 rival matches. This one will take you a good amount of time. Like this one, first of all, will take you, I would guess, this one will take you maybe 7 or 8 matches complete. If you're an average player, I'd say, in your division, because you will find some players that are doing the exact same thing, but when you're not playing with your strongest squad, it will take you a little bit extra time. I would say this one, like I said, 7 or 8 games. If we're saying 20 minutes per game, 8 matches, that's what, 160 minutes. That's what, 2 hours, 40 minutes roughly. I guess we'll round it up to 3 hours. I want to be as fair as possible when talking about this, because obviously you're getting free icons, but it is for a price. So let's call it 3 hours. I'd say it's 3 hours for each one of these. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. For the average player, it's going to take you 18 hours to complete all of these. And then this one, maybe it'll take you another day. So we'll just call it, like a day and 18 hours maybe to complete this entire. If you're grinding it solely, you're just getting it all done out, you're getting them played and played and played. Obviously you won't play 18 hours straight of Foot, but you know, benefit of the doubt, it'll probably take you about 18 hours. Now, the single player one, Golden Battles, this one's going to be difficult for a lot of players. I know world class difficulty is not easy, especially with an overall of 83. I know that it won't be easy at all, and you have to use all gold players, so you can't actually, you know, have like icons and then bronze players. You have to use gold players. I know I struggle in world class difficulty, and I'd say I'm a gold 1 player on Foot Champs, so I think a lot of you guys that average lower than gold 1 in Foot Champs will struggle with this. You've got to find a video online. There's a lot of ways to beat squad battles. It's super easy. Now, the MLS one is 5 squad battle matches on min world class difficulty using 11 MLS players in your starter squad. This will be even harder than the first one. These all are going to be incredibly difficult if you ask me. You have to win 5 of each. I would say this is going to cost you probably a week per one because, I mean, 5 games on world-class difficulty. I would say I'd need 10 games to win 5 with these requirements. So I'd say this is going to probably take you maybe like... It's going to take you all the way up until Season 2 to complete if you're an average player like myself. If you're maybe a little bit better, it'll take you a lot less time. And obviously, if you can figure out how to sort of beat... Because you've got to think about it like this way. Squad Battles, of course, is just the computer. There will be ways to beat it. There will be, you know, algorithms to abuse and things like that. You will figure out ways to beat the computer. And then this one just comes with the territory, I feel like. This one you'll complete as you complete the other ones. I don't think this will be difficult at all. So you'll find you'll complete this one. And of course you have the 12 tokens up for grabs. Now, which icon should you guys go for? That's a good question. So, I would actually have a look at them, have a look how much they cost and things like that, and give you guys my my rundown. So Peter Schmeichel, I would say straight away is out of the question. Same with JJ Okocha. This card, although has great dribbling, 70 stamina, 60 strength, 54 jumping, his physicals are just awful. 73 finishing is absolutely awful as well. I just don't think, even with the 5-star skills, don't think it's worth even looking at that card, I'll be honest with you. Pep Guardiola looks like a really decent CDM. Agility and balance is a little bit low, but if you use an engine card, you will obviously get that up. He's 5'11", with okay physicals. I'd say this is probably a decent entry-level CDM icon. You know, if you're looking hopefully in like 3 or 4 months' time to eventually grind up towards maybe a Paddy V or a Hullet, for example, or something like that. Maybe longer than 3 or 4 months' time for that. This is definitely someone that you can have in your FUT Champs team, and you won't feel too short tokened with him, I feel like. For 8 tokens, I think he's actually a really, really good value icon. Ryan Giggs, not a fan of at all. I'm just ignoring that. Same with Nesta. Now, Nesta looks on the surface like a decent centre-back, but 36 agility and 51 balance. If you even try and turn a corner with this guy in any way whatsoever, you're going to lose the ball. It's as simple as that. I'll be surprised if he stays upright turning around. So, although he'll be amazing tackling-wise and pretty decent physicality-wise and things like that, you'll have to release the ball instantly with him. Otherwise, you'll be at a disadvantage massively, and I just don't think it's worth it. I would personally stay away for, especially 9 tokens. I'd say he'd be good at like the 6 token mark, but the 9 token mark is a little bit too much. Now, Roberto Carlos looks really good in my opinion. This guy will be a fantastic left back. That'll probably last you pretty much most of the year, if not all year. This year, it doesn't feel like the taller, bigger, higher jumping players, the big stronger players are that, what's the word I'm looking for? That OP, I guess. The meta doesn't seem like it's that anymore. Like, it feels like the players that are smaller with more agility and things like that, you'll work out better with. And I think as fast as he is, great agility and balance, good physical stats as well, and decent interceptions and tackling and things like that. You'll find he'll be really, really good for you. And he'll be able to take the ball up the pitch a lot for you as well. Fantastic left foot on him, great long shots, good free kicks and things like that. I think you'll find this guy will be a fantastic left back. So for 11 tokens, I would shortlist him, and I would also shortlist Pep Guardiola. Now, moving on, Hernan Crespo for 12 tokens. Again, another great striking opportunity. 6 foot, 4-star, 4-star, good agility and balance. Decent, you know, his stamina is pretty decent for a striker. Good heading accuracy with 84 jumping as well. So if you do try and cross the ball, he will actually win headers. Fantastic finishing and great composure. Good shooting stats all round. And he's pretty quick. With a Hunter card, makes him even quicker. I think for 12 tokens, this is definitely also a shortlist. Now, Patrick Kluivert, usually... Last year, I would have said this guy would have been good. 6'2", great jumping, great head accuracy, things like that. But this year, it just doesn't work like that anymore, and I just wouldn't go for this card at all. His composure is awful. His agility and balance is not great at all. Decent finishing, good shot power. He's quite quick as well, but... I wouldn't go for him if I were you. I would get away. For 12 tokens, I think he's not worth it. Same with Miroslav Klose. Ballack is way too slow, in my opinion, for a midfield. I would say stay away from Ballack. He's just not quick enough. I know he's got 4-star, 4-star, but you're trying to play him at CDM, and he's just going to get blitzed by midfielders. You try and play him at Cam, and he's just not going to be able to get past CDMs. You're going to really struggle with this card. I would personally stay away. Even with a shadow card on him, I don't think he'll be quick enough, and agility and balance is just not there as well. You want agile players in your midfield to sort of turn quickly and things like that. Pirlo, again, he's not that quick. Same sort of boat as as Michael Ballack. The only difference with Pirlo being that his incredible passing and dribbling stats might make it a little bit easier to maneuver around the park. He's got better agility. His balance is pretty awful still, but you might find him a little bit more agile in the park. So if you're a big fan of Pirlo, or you're a big fan of the Serie A, I would say if you really want Pirlo, go for him. But I would stay well clear of pretty much this entire page, because Roy Keane, again, too slow. Great interceptions, great defending in general, good passing, good physicality. Maybe with a Kemsar, he'll be really good. I personally would stay away, though. Again, that speed is not good enough. Moving on now, Rivaldo. Rivaldo looks good. Now, you got to remember, Rivaldo has 2-star weak foot, but Rivaldo's got great agility, good finishing, good composure. As a cam, would be really solid. He's got a great left foot on him. He's good at dribbling. He's got fantastic passing. His physicality's there as well. If you're looking for a player like Rivaldo, for example, you've got Brazilians up top that you need to link up and things like that. I don't think this is a bad shout for 15 tokens, although you got to remember, you get this card for 15 tokens, and then you can pretty much only afford one of the first page, which, I mean, you could, I guess, go for this card and Pep Guardiola, and you're left with 1 token spare. Although, I would, unless you really don't care enough to grind all the tokens, or unless you're only going to get 15 tokens, for example, and you're looking for a player like this, go for him. If not, I'd steer clear for that 2-star weak foot. Ian Wright looks fantastic this year. Really quick, great finishing, great composure, great physicality, decent dribbling as well. If you're a fan of Ian Wright, or you want to go for this card, I think this is a good value for 16 tokens. Although this is obviously not going to be my first choice, I think that if you're looking for a striker in a Premier League team, for example, he'll do really well. And of course, I know there'll be a lot of Arsenal fans out there and things like that that obviously will want him, or maybe even Crystal Palace fans that might want to pick up Ian Wright. I think he'd be a good one to pick up. I think that he's good value for 16 tokens. This card, in my opinion, is great value for 16 tokens as well. Incredibly quick for a centre-back, great defending, great physical. His agility and balance lets him down a bit. I would actually apply an Engine Chem style, but for 16 tokens, this is fantastic value, and I would definitely go for this if you're looking for a strong centre-back for your squad. This guy looks like he'd be fantastic, Rio Ferdinand, in most squads, to be honest, and if you're looking for a great value centre-back, I would go for this card 100%. Rui Costa, not worth it in my opinion. Zanetti, a lot of people are saying Zanetti is fantastic value. And although the card looks good, you know, he's quick. He's got great defending, decent physical, decent dribbling, things like that. I don't think it's worth 17 tokens for a right back. And if you're going to go with 17 tokens, I would personally steer clear and go for the extra couple of tokens to get Butragueno, to be honest. Although a lot of people are saying that he's going to be so good because, you know, he's going to be great for the entire game. Although you're right, and he's not going to realistically be replaced by a lot of players throughout the cycle of the game, what are you really getting better from this card than you can get from a João Cancelo? Now, I understand, yes, you've got his amazing passing, decent dribbling, great pace, good defending, decent physical, but from a João Cancelo, you're not realistically in-game going to notice that much of a difference. They're both incredibly quick, they've both got good dribbling, they've both got good passing, they've both got good defending. Like, you aren't going to notice, in my opinion, a difference so much that you would sacrifice yourself 17 tokens for this card. Hugo Sanchez, straight away, 58 composure, no thank you, 3-star skill moves as well. Why are you even an icon? Why? I don't understand why he's even an icon. I mean, obviously, he's an icon for different reasons, but why on earth he's got 58 composure as a striker with only 3-star skill moves? It's just upsetting. A base icon pack. If you, honestly, are going to get yourself a base icon pack, don't even click off the video right now. I don't want to talk to you ever again. If you're going to honestly waste 18 tokens on a base icon pack, it's not worth the gamble. It's just not. Don't do it. Get yourself an actual icon. Butragueno's good value, in my opinion. 3-star skills is a little bit... you know, it's a little bit disappointing, but good stamina, good jumping, good heading accuracy, fantastic dribbling, fantastic shooting, decent passing, and fantastic pace. I personally have used this card a lot this year and last year, and he's absolutely amazing. 5-star weak foot, definitely worth it if you're looking for a really good striker to last you a long time as well. I'd say he's definitely worth it. Will partner good players up top. Gerrard for 19, also in my opinion a good value for a good value icon to get. I was going to say value for money, but these are all free. I'd say it's a good value to get, but the only difference, the only downside is 19 tokens. It's a lot of tokens, man. It is a lot of tokens, and obviously you're not going to be able to get another icon if you do go for him, and I don't think it's worth 19 tokens, but he's decent, and obviously I know a lot of Liverpool fans will get him. Hagi, not worth. Michael Owen, Good value, don't get me wrong, good value, very fast, good dribbling, great shooting, good composure and good physicals. If you're looking for a striker to last you a good amount of time, like I'm saying like 2 or 3 months, he's definitely worth it. But when you get to 20 tokens, you might as well just get the extra 3 for Didier Drogba. If you're actually going to get this card, then fair play to you. You have got way more patience than I have, and I guarantee he'll be great in game. Now, I know he's got poor agility and balance, but he will just run through people and barge them out of the way like they're nothing. I guarantee it, and he'll probably be incredible in game. He won't be able to turn very quickly, but he'll probably be fantastic in game. So if I were you, I would personally, if you're going to get towards 20 tokens, the high-end 20s, I would just go for Didier Drogba. I'll be honest with you, I'd just go for it. Now, it's all going to be a grind, of course, but they're free icons at the end of the day. Now, I have been pondering who I'm going to go for this entire video, and I think I've decided upon Crespo and Pep Guardiola. Now, if I have the patience, I'll go with Crespo and Roberto Carlos, but I don't think I'll get 23 tokens. I think I'll probably get 20 tokens and go for Pep Guardiola and Hernan Crespo. If I can get up to 23, then I'm definitely going these two. I'd say these two are definitely the better cards to go for if you guys are looking to try and get yourself, you know, icons. You don't want to do all 23, for example, but you do want to get yourself 2 really good icons. I think Roberto Carlos will probably be a good left back in your team until towards the end of the game, to be honest. I don't think realistically the meta is going to change enough for him to not be a viable left back. And Crespo looks like he'll be a great, if anything, super sub late on in the game if he just falls out of being a great player. But I think until then he'll still be a fantastic player for a good couple of months. So I think these two definitely, but if I can't be bothered getting 23 out of 24 tokens, I'll go with Crespo and Pep Guardiola. And I recommend you guys look at your teams, see the weak points, and then decipher based on that, hopefully using this video. If you guys have enjoyed, leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. Let me know down below who you're going for. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later.